Hey guys, checking in. Can you guys hear me? Make sure you let me know in the comments. Want to make sure the volume's all good and if I need to adjust it at all. It sounded all good. All said we went on Tuesday, but I've got something a little bit different going today. So let me know. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is everything all right? I can adjust it a little bit. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing well too. You guys all have practice spaces set up at home? Getting ready to practice? We got some good warm-ups we're going to be going through and some pinions too. Or break fall practice depending, what rank you're at. Love sounding pretty good? Awesome, thank you. Everybody else sounding good for you guys too? Hey Sifarishi, good to see you here. Hopefully you guys have had chances to practice opinions or break falls, depending on what you're working on. All good there. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to be doing not too much of like a, hey, here's how you do the pinion or here's how you do the break fall. It's a little bit aimed towards how can we improve it a little bit. Those rewatchable videos help a lot, I think, with the actual curriculum and learning it, because you can pause, you can go back and say, hey, I didn't quite understand that. Let me see it again. Got extra ability with that we don't have with a live video. Hey, Alfara family, good to see you guys. Ignatius ready too, good to hear. If you guys don't already, make sure you got some water nearby. Always good to stay hydrated. Got mine right underneath the camera right here. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Well, I was going to talk about message of the week. I think I realized I didn't post the kids one. I'll make sure I get that done right after this. But consistent practice with effort over time. Let's make sure we're getting our consistency in. So getting a little bit of practice here. More awesome. Looking over this way, I've got a screen right over here so I can see what you guys are typing. So doing my best to watch this way, but brand new to me. So if you guys need anything switched up, make sure you comment it so I can see it. It's brand new teaching to, a camera right there and you guys behind it, as opposed to having a whole class here. It's like we got about 3 more minutes till we get started, according to the karate time here. How's the practice been going at home, guys? I know it might feel a little different than practicing at the school with the mats, but I was getting some good practice and whenever my dog doesn't bug me. Good, about 2 minutes. You guys watching here, I've got something set up. I've got a couple pieces of tape about like 5 feet by 5 feet, I think. So if you've got a space similar to that, you should be able to do everything I'm doing with relative ease. If you got a little less space, you may have to change some stuff up. If you've got more space, even better. Interest too. All right. You guys have full gis on? You don't need to, of course, but I always think it gets me in a better mindset when I've got my gi on, my belt on. Hey, Mariam, good to see ya. Hey, Sifarishi, I remember seeing that post. I don't know if I got a chance to watch it yet. I'll double check it right afterwards. We got Mark in the house too. Good to see you, man. Looks like we've got about 1.5 minutes here. I remember seeing your name on there, Rishi, but I don't remember if it was I wasn't able to open the video, or if I just didn't get a chance to quite yet. We've been doing a lot of work around the school today, getting this stuff ready. Cool, going about 1 more minute here. If anyone gets a chance to, I'd love to see some pictures or videos from you guys joining in the workout. If you guys can grab a picture and post it on the Discord, or if you can post it on our Facebook or Instagram, tag us. I'd love to see them. And make sure that if someone hasn't had a chance to join the Discord yet, maybe if they're following us somewhere else, they see this and they get a chance to jump back into, make sure they keep that consistency in their training. Right? Because above all else, that's what helps us with everything. Right? Better to stay consistent with your water consumption too. Get a little bit of here, a little bit there. See, for issue, the off-topic chat should still be there. I remember looking at it just a minute ago. I hadn't seen too many people typing in it. I know I posted those pictures from, most of them were way back when, like one when I was a yellow belt and back from when I was competing in tournaments, like a brown black belt, I think was the other one. I'm actually trying to remember if I was a brown black belt at that time, or if it was like, I know at the beginning of the year you had to sign up for a division, and so at the beginning of the year I'd signed up as an advanced, and maybe I'd been promoted to black belt within that time. I can't quite remember. I want to say I was probably still brown black because I know I had to compete in tournaments for part of my black belt test. And just so you guys know, I'm pretty sure we've got about like a 15-second delay on this. So if I see something, I'm going to answer as quickly as I can. It'll probably pop up within those 20 seconds. I think that might have been the max of what I had remembered, 15 to 20 seconds, somewhere in that range. So I'm getting to your questions as soon as I can. Just know there'll be a little bit of delay in my response. I'll go check that out afterwards, Sifrishi. If you want to send me a message, just to make sure that I remember at the end, that I can go back to that. But it should still be on there. But if not, then we can get it added back on. I'm not sure why I would have. Finally, if you guys need to adjust any of the warm-ups, please feel free to do so. I'll try to be mentioning variations as we go into these. But if there's something that doesn't quite feel right and you're dealing with an injury, then make sure you adjust and make sure you stay safe. The adult and teen message of the week, actually part of it dealt with that. The message of the week was a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. The idea is it's better to do a couple of push-ups, even if you modify them, right? If I can't do push-ups on my toes, better to do them on the wall and keep my body active, stay moving, stay on the routine, as opposed to just, abandoning it all together. Oh, I'm injured, I can't train at all. So if you need to adjust some stuff, it's back again. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear, Sifrishi. We send videos. Yeah, you guys can send videos into the Discord channels there. Would be really cool to see. In fact, that's how we're doing the tip testings, right? Is you get a little recording of your pinion or your break fall, send it into the appropriate channel, and if you mark down, say, hey, this is our tip testing, then we can go in, double check, and award you the tip online. We'll make sure we get that added. Once we open back up, we'll physically add it to your belt. Anyways, it looks like it's about a minute past, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Make sure you've got a good chunk of space around you. If you need to get a quick drink of water right before we start, that'd be good too. I'll be doing most of the warm-ups with you. I may stop a little bit early to get you a last 10-second countdown. I can check in, make sure everything's going all right in the chat. But let's get started, guys. Let's come to attention. Find that space. Ready, attention. How do you guys feel today? Hope you said awesome, sir. Let's go ahead and bow. Why don't you guys go ahead and jog in place? All right, we always want to start getting the blood pumping, getting our heart rate up a little bit. We're going to go some interval trainings here. So I'm going to jog first. And when I say go, I want you guys to get 5 seconds of sprinting. All right, get those feet moving nice and quick. Again, make sure it's in a safe spot. If you've got socks on a hardwood floor, right, that might be a little slippery. I'd take them off. Just do anything you can to make sure you're staying safe. All right, ready? You get a 5 seconds of sprinting here. Ready? And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jog again. Nice. If you guys wanted to go a little bit extra on it and get like 6 or 7 seconds, feel free to go a little bit after me and keep moving there. Again, keeping the body moving. We want to get the heart rate up a little bit. Again, 5 seconds of sprinting. Ready? And go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jog. You want to keep that body moving. Try to not stop. Try to not walk at all, but keep yourself jogging. Good, a little bit of recovery here. Again, we're going to go about 5 seconds of sprinting here. Oh, in fact, let's bump it up a little bit. Let's get 7 seconds this time, all right? Let me see my second hand here. 7 seconds, and go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and break. Sorry, not break, keep jogging. Get this body moving. I'm going to go one more time. I want you guys to give me 10 seconds of sprinting, all right? When I say go, I want to see you guys doing it. You're going 10 seconds of sprinting. Ready? On your marks. Get set. 10 seconds. Go. Let's see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. It's time to actually break. Go ahead and walk it out a little bit. Shake the arms out. Shake the legs out, find your spacing. All right, ready, let's come to attention. Now we do our student creed. Ready, set position. And a reminder with this one, I'm going to turn so you can do the sides with me. The right hand is going to be closed and the left hand is open. I bring them together right in front of me. I'm not sure, it may look like I've got right hand, I can't quite tell from over here if it mirrors it or not, but left hand open, right hand closed. Ready? Student creed, sir. When I say line one, I'm going to say it along with you guys. Remember, we got that one clap at the end. Line one, I pledge to develop myself in a positive manner. Line two, I pledge to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively. Line three, I pledge to foster friendships and contribute to my community. Endless bow. Awesome. Right, so first warm-up we're going to be doing today is some push-ups. I'd mentioned earlier, if you've got anything you're dealing with, especially teens and adults, if you guys watching here too, or any parents that want to jump in with us, if you've got any injuries you're dealing with, make sure you adjust. I know my wrist has been bugging me, and so getting it flat on the ground bugs my wrist a little bit. I'm going to be using some weights here. That way I keep my wrist straight. I'm going to hold on this way, but I'm still doing my push-ups, trying to keep my back straight. If you've got like books that you want to use that actually helps make the warm-up a little more challenging, since my hands are higher up, I've got more range of motion. It's going to give me even more of a challenge. But we're going to go 45 seconds here. Again, I'm going to do most of it here with you guys. 45 seconds of push-ups. Let's see your best ones and begin. Right, trying to get nice and low, push it all the way back up. Keep that back nice and straight. That's your number one goal. It's better to have better form than to go for more push-ups with sloppy form. All right, if I turn sideways here, trying to keep my body as straight as I can. If I need to, if I can't do that, then I can always drop to my knees. But notice, I'm going to try and keep my hips straight. If I bring my hands back like this, I've got that bend, it's not going to help. Right here. It looks like we're about 30 seconds in. We've got 15 more seconds. 10 seconds left. Hopefully there was an oh yeah over there. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right. Go ahead, and if you're using something extra, put it off to the side there. Let's get ready for our next one. We're going to be doing something called Simushana crunches for our next warm-up. Simushana crunches. If you guys haven't seen those before, I'm going to show you from a side view. What's going to happen is you sit down and you're going to roll to one hip and straighten your body out like this. In fact, let me scoot back, you can see me a little bit better. Right, extend my body out. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest, and my chest is going to crunch up to my knees at the same time. So you can see my upper body coming off the ground. Extend back out. In, back out. All right, let's see Simushana crunches. We're going to go 20 seconds on each side. So go to the right hip and then the left, or left and right, whichever one you want to do. If you need to change it up a little bit, crunches are always a really good option, or something else to target the abs is getting a plank. But I think we got one of those at the very end. So, all right, Simushana crunches. We're going to go 20 seconds here. Ready? We find my second hand. We get the right time going. 20 seconds and go. This one takes a little extra coordination to be able to do. It may take a little bit of time. It's okay. Work your best. Right, a little bit of improvement is always better than nothing at all. Looks like we're 10 seconds into this side. We've got about 5 more seconds left here. 2, 1, and break. Let's switch sides. I'm going to flip over to my other hip. Again, body nice and straight, knees up, chest to the knees. I'm using this left hand down here for balance. 20 seconds, ready and go. There we go. We're about 5 seconds into it. There's 10 seconds now. We're getting close to the end of these ones. We've only got 5 more seconds left. If you want to turn the jets on, get going turbo. How fast can you go? Still, of course, keep it short. 3, 2, 1, and break. Excellent, guys. All right. Next up, we get these legs working. We're going to go lunges. So I would say stay in one spot for these. Step forward and back as opposed to moving around. All right, so I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna step forward with one foot. If you notice, I was stepping a little bit off to the side. That way I can keep my balance. I'm gonna bend my knee, drop low to the ground, then back up. Making sure that as I do that, my knee doesn't hit the ground, especially if you've got like a hardwood floor. You don't wanna smack your knee into the ground. So control it. Use the muscles of your legs here to slow your descent, barely above the ground, and come back. I'm going from the side here. As we lunge, try and make sure that this knee stays above the ankle. If I don't step far enough, you guys see how it's going past? That's not gonna let me work those muscles. So, 20 seconds, we're switching legs. We got the full 45 seconds we get to go with. I want you guys to get started in 3 seconds here. I'm gonna join you a couple seconds in, all right? 45 seconds and begin. Let's see those lunges. Switching feet each and every time. Go to the bar, good to hear. Sifu Django. Michaela too, oh yeah, good work, good work. All right, joining in with you guys. We're about 10 seconds in. Try to keep your posture upright too. If the motion's not working for you and you want to stick to one side for a little bit, hold it out like this and you can just go down and up. And then after maybe 3 or 4, switch to have the other leg in front, bend low. Again, as you do these, step to the side and back, making sure you don't step in a straight line, otherwise the balance doesn't work for you. Ooh, it looks like we are done. Break right there. We even got a couple bonus seconds, about 5 extra there. We've got one more warm-up to do. I want to get a plank going here. This has been a lot of fun. I noticed a lot of people are commenting. We've posted some videos of people doing this plank challenge, saying how long they could hold a plank for. I want you guys to test it out. Our max is going to be 2 minutes today, all right? So let me find the second hand. Remember, for a plank, you can do a couple things. You can go low plank, where your forearms are on the ground, and still I'm trying to keep my back straight. If my hips come up, that doesn't work in the same way. So hips straight, or I can do a high plank. My wrist doesn't kind of work with that. I'm gonna put my knuckles down to show, but usually people would go, if I go the other side, you can see hands flat like that, right? So pick your favorite. We can go plank challenge. I wanna see how long you guys can go. Once you finish it up, see if you can post it in the chat down there, okay? We're gonna go 2 minutes is our maximum. I wanna have everyone break once we get to that point, okay? Ready? Find that second hand again. Get started in about 5 seconds here, okay? 5 seconds to get started. And begin. Let's see those planks, keeping the body straight. Keep your core tight. Squeeze those muscles, make sure they're staying engaged. You don't want them to get sloppy. Again, don't let those hips go up, right? Keep the hips down nice and low. This is one of the big benefits of when you're training at home is you could have someone take a picture and then you can look and see it right away. Oh yeah, I see that there's the hips bridging a little bit. Ooh, which one's harder? They're both definitely challenging. I think probably the high plank might be a little more challenging because you're working the shoulders too. Whereas when you go lower, it's all focused on the abs. Ooh, we're 30 seconds in there. Nice. That went by real fast, didn't it? Good. We're at about 40 seconds now. Keep holding these planks as long as you guys can. Try to keep it still. Try to keep your whole body steady. If you're rocking side to side, you're missing out on the workout. We're 55 seconds in here. 3, 2, you're at 1 minute. Keep going if you can. You want to call it 1 minute, do it safely, right? Don't go so long that you're getting to an unsafe territory. When you're starting to shake back and forth or falling down. Keep yourself safe. Oh, we're 1 minute and 10 seconds in. You guys have only 50 more seconds that you could go for. If you can go longer, then you got to do that afterwards. Chime back in and let us know what your record is. Even better, send us a video of you doing it. That way we know that form kept sharp. Oh, you're 1.5 minutes in 2 seconds here. There's 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds in. We got 30 last seconds if you want to keep going. Once you hit that breaking point, join me in like a quick butterfly stretch. Here's the word. Now you guys can't see quite right now my legs, but got a couple seconds. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. I'm gonna bring this out in just a second. I'm gonna use it with our forms. Keep going, guys. 5 more seconds. And break wherever you're at. Nice work, guys. Getting that last plank in. Of course, let's get a little bit of stretching in here. So if you've got the space for it, I want you to start off with some leg swings. Start in your ready stance. Take your back leg, keep it straight, and swing it up in front of you. Try and keep this bottom foot planted to the ground. Right, nice and simple here. Stay relaxed with these. I want you guys to go 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Getting some of that dynamic stretching in. Right, that's when we're doing a stretch where our legs actually moving, our arms are moving, right? Be more dynamic here. Or if I did some side leg swings, one where it's going off to my side like a side kick. In the swing aspect, makes it dynamic. Don't push it too far, stay comfortable with it. 10 on each side. See if Django got all 2 minutes, very cool. That can get challenging, it's really fun because you can just keep building and building and building and then see your progress in the time. All right, once you guys have done that, you won't be able to see it, I'm gonna get a little close so I can still see you guys chatting there too, is a butterfly stretch. Let me scoot back real quick so you can see, is I'm gonna keep my feet together and then I wanna push down on my knees, whether it's with my hands or if you grab onto your legs and push with your elbows. But you're trying to get that stretch just a little bit better, right? Trying to get the knees a little bit lower. Doesn't need to be this drastic change. If we make a 1% improvement every day over the course of a whole year, that's gonna make a big difference. Good. One leg out. Make sure that this foot isn't going underneath the leg, just coming next to it. That way our straight leg can stay flat on the ground. I want that hamstring to be stretching. If I bend it, I miss out on that stretch. Reach in. Get both hands reaching, try and keep your back straight. And don't let it round like this. Keep the back straight as you reach. Other side. I'm gonna go a little easy on this side here. Oh, my hamstring there's been bugging me, but again, a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. Do what you can, make sure that you're always improving, just a little bit. Reaching as far as you can. Good, I want you guys to get one more in. Is the frog stretch. It's very similar to the splits position. I'm going to have both my knees on the ground. I'm going to let them slide as far apart as they can. If I turn sideways, or at an angle here, the goal is to keep it in line with my hip so it goes like a straight line through my other leg. If I come way forward like this, or way farther back, that doesn't do too much for me in terms of stretching. Straight up and down, or in a straight line like that. The frog stretch, I want you guys to go about 15-20 seconds here, right? A couple more seconds, then I want you guys to jump back in, get a little closer, sit down, crisscross, take a knee. 3 more seconds, just real quick, and then make your way in. All right, so I think I realized right at the beginning here as people were joining that I actually recorded the video and put it on our YouTube, but I don't think it's been posted in our Discord quite yet. But the message of the week is consistent practice with effort over time for all the kids' classes. For the teen adult classes, it's a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. So super quick review of it. We're not going to go super in detail. I've got a longer video that I'll be posting in there right after this. But consistent practice with effort over time is our key to improve at something, right? We need all 3 pieces to it. So martial arts, for example, when we keep consistently practicing, it allows us to retain info and sharpness. If I don't do a horse's stance for a couple years, when I come back, guess what? It's not going to be as sharp. If I don't stretch consistently, then I'm going to lose some of that flexibility, and those kicks start to get a little bit lower, right? So I need to make sure I'm consistently practicing. The effort's pretty self-explanatory, right? We got to really try to do something. If we're not, we're just kind of giving it 5% of our effort, then we don't see the improvement. And then lastly, over time, I know there's some black belts in here training with us too. You guys didn't earn a black belt in one day, right? There may have been one day when you went in for the extravaganza, but it's over the course of years that you built up and up and up to get to whatever skill level you were at, right? It's that over time part that also plays a big role in our improvement. For teen and adults, that little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing is applicable to anything really that can benefit us. Starting to improve my diet a little bit or what I'm eating, eating a little bit healthier is better than saying, you know what, forget it, right? Working a little bit, going for a short run is better than just sitting on the couch. And the way I look at it, whether, as an instructor now, or for any parents joining, right? The world needs us at our best. And if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not taking care of my health, then how am I going to be able to help those around me too? So a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. Get a little bit of exercise in, get a little bit of reading in, something to help improve yourself, and it keeps us at our best. Anyways, it's the message of the week. Again, I'll post that consistent practice with effort over time right after this. Anyways, let's get to our curriculum. I'm going to do a quick review of what we had worked on last week, right, when we started practicing, and then I want to talk about ways that we can improve different things. So, starting with the beginning kids class. You guys had worked on the break fall. If you wanted to start from, and I'm just going to get my way now. If you guys wanted to start from a seated position, I think it's a great way to start, is start here, keep your chin tucked in, back straight, and as you rock back, chin staying tucked in so the back of your head doesn't hit. If you rock back, your hands are going to slap the ground. Be gentle with this one too, right? I know I've got some mats here, but make sure that the hands are coming down. I've got them fairly close to my body. Hopefully you guys can see that. If it gets way too high up, then it's putting strain on my shoulders. I'm going to say chin tucked in, rock back, and kill. Now, for the level 1 kids class or beginning and intermediate teen and adult classes, we've been working on Pinion 1 Part B. I'm going to pretend that this is the front of the room so you guys can do it with me. So I start in my horse's stance. I'm going to go downward cross block for 6, upward cross block 7, side to side on my left side for 8, 9 I chop to the front, and then for 10, left foot steps forward into a forward stance, left hand during the punch. Again, we're not going to go a whole lot of details right now of like what the moves are. That's what those videos last week were about, and we're getting more how we practice them and get them a little sharper. For the level 2 kids class, you guys have started working on Pinion 2. So if I'm facing the front over here, set position, right foot steps, upward cross block, pull it back in. The first move is a double punch down. You won't be able to see it too well here. And the second one's a double back knuckle. 1, 2, 3 was the palm block with the left hand comes across the body. For 4, the left foot steps in and steps straight back. Now the good thing is this, I want it to be a vertical line from my feet. I'm going to scoot forward here. Left hand does a check in front, and then a right hand punch down below. For 5, side to side on the left. And finally for 6, I'm going to turn all the way around. My front leg, in this case the right leg, steps all the way back. Right hand chops to the back. Again, that was for level 2s. For level 3s and for the advanced teen and adult class, we've been working on Pinion 3A, the beginning of it. So doing that with me, we started set position, squatting position or horse's stance. We started the same way, double punch, double back knuckle, side to side, left side. Now it goes outward block with the right, punch with the left, double strike. For 5, the left foot is moving, only the left foot, downward block. 6 is a double punch, and then 7, front kick with a bottom fist. We step out again to a horizontal bottom fist. And finally, for my level 4s or my black belts or student black belts that wanted to practice this too, because you guys get the option. Pinion 9A, we started, set position, squatting position or horse's stance. We go move number 1 in set position, 2, left, right, left. 3, we step back into our grip break. Inward block and this upside down punch, and then into a forward stance for the bottom fist. Next move, stepping back, again set position. I'm going to step a little forward so you can see my feet. Look to the left and right, open the hands. Step back into our T-stance grip break, underhand punch, and bottom fist. Finally, step up, block with the right hand. It should be vertical. Side kick, step back, and downward cross block. What I want everybody to do is practice whatever you've been working on for a quick minute, just so we can review that in our heads, and then we're going to go over different ways we can make it a little bit better, all right? So about 1 minute of whatever you've been working on, the break fall or the different pinions. I'm going to be doing Pinion 9 right now, so do what you guys are working on, and in 1 minute we're going to come back and I want to talk about ways we can improve, okay? 1 minute, ready? Go for it. Good, keep going guys. Looks like we're 30 seconds in, get another 30 seconds. Make sure that you take time and think about what you're doing. That's gonna help you a lot. right? If we just kind of go through it, it'll always be the same. But if anyone got a chance to see there, when I stepped into forward stances, I was just kind of looking down, double checking that my feet were in the right spot, that my toes are pointing in the right direction to make sure that I'm improving. If I just kind of breeze through it, even as a black belt, I've done pinion 9 for a long time, I'm gonna make some mistakes, right? If I just let it go. So I gotta double check. Good, about 5 more seconds, finish it up real quick. And break. All right, so beginners, I want to go over what we can do first for the break fall. For anyone who's working on pinions, if you want to get one more run through, awesome. If you want to listen for the break fall and do a little bit of it with us, it's always good to go back and practice those things that we haven't seen in a while. So for the break fall, if I step back here, one thing you can do is, this is how I can stay safe when I'm on the ground. So if I practice my break fall, here, I'm going to step back again, I'm trying to make sure I can be seen on the screen there, rock back in. But I've always got that exhale, the breath when I do this. If I don't, that's when the wind gets knocked out of me. And if you ever had that happen before, it's not a pleasant experience. So rock back here, exhale as you do it. Turn to one hip and prop yourself up. I want you to do 5 kicks real quick out in front of you. So since the front was that way for me, I'm gonna do like front kick, a side kick, maybe another side kick, a roundhouse kick, one more, excellent, there's 5. Then I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna go the other side. I'm facing towards you guys, maybe I go like this. Rock to one hip, and I'm gonna get quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Quick kicks out there. So beginners, that's what I want you guys to do, is build on this a little bit. Throw some kicks out there, because that's what you may have to do to keep yourself safe. 4, everyone working on pinions. One of the most challenging things to do, and this is where this bag's coming in handy, is making sure that our strikes look real when we're doing them to the air. When I've got a bag like this, right, I've got feedback. When I throw a punch, I can feel that I made contact. Now, how do we make that real when I'm just striking to the air? If I just move my arm, you can probably see it's not looking too great there. It's kind of look like I'm going through the motion, but there was no like oomph to it. There was no, oh yeah, man, that looked like a powerful punch that would hit a bag. Now, let's think about it. When I strike this bag, 1, I'm always gonna exhale while I do it, right? 2, as soon as we hit this target, our strike stops, right? If I throw this punch, hopefully it's not like swinging way off to the side, but that momentum of my strike stops, boom, in its tracks, and I can pull it straight back. Now when I go to the air, instead of just this consistent speed, right, I want to mimic what happens with the bag. If I strike fast, then my hand stops quickly as I get there too. So when I strike out, instead of consistent, I'm going to strike fast, and then I'm going to stop fast. Like here, strike fast, stop fast. If it's blocks facing you guys, or maybe it's that double back knuckle for the pinion 2 and pinion 3 workers here, I want to start fast, it stops quick out, and it pulls back quick then too. Boom. Or the double punch down. Start fast, stop fast. I'm going to make sure that my elbow is bent just a little bit. I don't want it extending all the way out. It could hurt it when it's got nothing to actually strike. So, again, try and stop those strikes fast and stop them fast. If I'm doing my pinion 9 here, look, boom. I want to stop in that position. Boom, stop. Stop quick and hold it. That way it sticks to its spot. That's what I want you to work on. We're going to go again about a minute here of practicing those strikes. One of the best things we can do to make sure that as I strike to the air, it keeps it looking sharp. Beginners, I want you guys to keep working that break fall and throw a couple of those kicks out there, all right? Let's see a little bit here. Maybe if I'm practicing pinion 2 real quick. I want to make sure that I'm stopping my strikes quickly. I step back, that hand's going to stop quick. Boom, stop quick. And double checking. Ah, look at that. Straighten those toes out. Always think about how you can improve. I want you guys to go about 30 more seconds here. How can you get those strikes going a little bit faster and then stop them real quick? Honestly, Miss Sarah, of course, I love having to have people in here. It's weird not being able to teach people, but hearing back from you guys is always awesome. Thanks for jumping in at the beginning, Mark. Look for a video. I'm going to do some classes outside too pretty soon, finding a space where I can stay away from other people, but we can still practice outside. That set position for Sifa Django. You don't have to think too much of like what it's hitting. It's, right, you're bringing it in. That's sign of respect, the power of what we can do, but the control and the knowledge behind it as well. So you don't have to think like it's hitting, unless you want to think, right, it hits your hand like that and it stops. But it's still starting fast and it's stopping fast. Good, go about 5 more seconds here, guys, or 10 more seconds, get one more run through on your pinion. I want to see what you guys can do, okay? And again, if there's anyone who can take a video of your picture, I'd love to see these posted in the Discord so other people know that you are here. Or if you're friends with us on Instagram, Facebook, tag us there, where everyone can see that we've got some classes going, and then they can join us. The more people in here, I think the more fun, the more consistent we're training, the better we're going to get. Excellent. Wherever you guys are at, let's go ahead and break. I want to get one last quick thing going, just some quick shadow boxing. The idea behind this, I'm throwing some Muay Thai strikes out there, jabs, crosses, elbows, rising elbows, knee smashes, front kicks. Can't do that, I'm kneeling down right now. But some strikes that you can do in Muay Thai, and just doing them to the air, right, and keeping that body moving. So, stepping back, right, get to that Muay Thai marching stance, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, light on the balls of the feet, handstand up, and then you're going jab, cross. Maybe you're going jab, cross, knee smash. Right, I can do this in a relatively small amount of space, and I can do it to help me stay consistent. Boom, roundhouse kick. Maybe for the advanced out there wanted to add that 360, and make sure you got a lot of space. Boom, kick, all the way around. Boom, inside knee, outside knee too. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. One of the things that I've heard can help too, right, in making sure that you stay sharp is, I'm going to grab a piece of paper right here. When you're practicing these jabs, take your arm, tuck it in, that way my elbow stays in close. I can practice these jabs as I move around, and I know my hand's staying in close. If it doesn't, then it's going to start flying away. So, if you want to grab one of those and practice it a little bit, keep those hands up, boom, it'll make sure that the elbow stays tucked in. Boom, boom, couple kicks in, push kick, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Anything that you know how to do, it's something to keep you moving, keep your body active with these strikes. Because when you take long breaks, that some of the form leaves, but when you stay active with it, you can keep it there. Good to hear, Finn. Good to have you in here. All right, guys, let's go 15 more seconds for this. Shadow boxing, all right? 15 seconds, go. Try and keep your body moving the whole time. Keep those strikes going. Add some blocks in there too, the shielding blocks. Turtle blocks there, jab, jab, jab. Couple in a row before you throw the cross. Switch sides. You can jab with the other hand, this quick strike, boom. We got 5 more seconds. Boom, boom, elbow, knee. One more, boom, push in. Roundhouse kick, and break. Nice work, guys. I want you to go ahead and take a knee, find a spot you can sit, hear me real well. Hopefully you can hear me through the whole thing too, but thank you guys for jumping in here. Making sure you got a little extra practice on your pinions, a little extra practice on some Muay Thai stuff too. And the idea I mentioned a little bit earlier, that message was for the teen adults this week, but it's good for everybody. A little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing, right? So even if it's between shows, I may stand up, and if I got space, right, I'm going to practice those strikes. Even not, let's say I wanted to practice and I don't have a lot of space. I can practice my moves for pinion 1, boom, right here, without any stances, to really focus on just my hand techniques. I'm going to make sure I take the time and look down. Hey, okay, that chamber looks pretty good. If I turn to the side, maybe I've got a mirror that I can look to, or I've got a window and it's nice so I can see that reflection. And if I punch, I can see it's down low, ooh, I got to raise it up a little bit. Right? So it's another way we can practice with very little space, is just focusing on the hand techniques. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in. The plan is to do 2 live classes a week right now. Always building, seeing how we can make things better too. But the Tigers one on Tuesday, and then kids, teens, and adults on Thursday at 3:30. If you guys can join at the same time, I love seeing you guys typing back and seeing that people are in here with me doing it. If not, these get saved to our YouTube channel as well. If you miss one, you can always go back and jump in too. And again, if you got a quick video or pictures, I'd love to see them on the Discord so everyone knows that we've got classes going on here. Same thing if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook to post them there. And finally, if you guys haven't already, make sure as you practice, you're sending us that video during tip testing week, which is right now. You send us a quick video of you doing your form in the appropriate level channel. Then we can award you the tips online here. And when we can reopen, we'll make sure we put those on your belt. We get everyone up to date. And same thing with belt tests too. So make sure you guys are getting that practice in. Send us some quick videos. I love to see them. And if you guys have any questions about the practice, let me know. Send a video to me, and I can get back to you and say, hey, man, your stance is looking sharp, but let's work on this, or whatever we need to improve. And that way, tip testing comes around, we can make it better. So hope you guys are having a fun time practicing. I like to get that extra time too, and I'll see you guys next time for the class, and I'll see you guys online too. Thanks, guys. Let's come to attention real quick. And let's bow. Class dismissed. Good work, guys. Have a good afternoon.